Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. This is a testimony call for a few of the girls on my team. My name is Jessica Gunning. If you don't know who I am a pediatric physical therapist full time, Monday through Friday. And I started taking Plexus supplements 5.5 years ago because I was sleeping in my car in between patients. I had chronic fatigue. I had tried everything. I also had like leaky gut and pre-diabetes and thyroid issues, and I was a hot mess. And the OT that I worked with started taking Claire Stafford. If y'all know her, she started taking the supplements, and she started looking better, feeling better, and like the rest is history. And I just fell in love with the supplements, and I was like, I have to tell everyone about this, and I have a really big mouth. So now I am a jewel in our company, and I keep sharing, and there are new stories and new testimonies that like we talk about on our team, and I'm like, oh my God, I have to do a call to like get this all together so that we can share this with other people. And actually, our girls tonight kind of have similar stories. Like it's gonna all kind of tie in together. So I'm so excited for them to talk. So the first person who is going to speak about her testimony and how long she's been on the products and everything is our gorgeous friend Candace Piku. I have to get used to saying Piku now. She's newly married. And I love her story. I have heard her story, but I think more people need to hear it. So go ahead, sister.
Okay, I'm Candace. I am a Ruby with the company, and I started in October of 2023. Um, I suffered with severe migraines to the point of almost getting put on medication to prevent it. Um, Jessica, don't hate me for this. I lived on three ibuprofens and two Tylenols around the clock every day because I wanted to prevent it before I got them because I would get in bed and couldn't move. Um, and on top of that, I had bad PMS. Like a week before my period, the migraines were like tripled. And I only had a cycle, or sorry, we're all girls here. Anyway, periods for 4 days, but they were terrible for 4 days. And my doctor was like, it's just part of being a woman. Um, get used to it. And so my friend Brittany Titan, she's like, I asked on Facebook, does anybody, and I was like, I started getting like weird allergies and dairy, lactose intolerance, and all that junk. And so I made a post and I was like, is there anything I could do? Any suggestions? Well, Brittany Totten came to me and was like, listen, I know her. We work together. We go to church together. And I'm like, I am not buying that junk. And so, hang on, I'm putting my phone on a charger. And so I was like, I'm not buying that junk. And so, about a year later, I asked again because I was still dealing with it. And she texted me again, listen, you have to try it. So I was like, okay, it took about a year and I finally jumped on it. And within a month, I started my next cycle and I didn't even know I was starting it. I had no symptoms of it. And I'm like, wait, I'm not in bed with a migraine. I was like, this is just a fluke. Like, it's fake, whatever. And so the next month came and same thing. I started having to track it on an app because I had no symptoms of it. And so since 2023, I haven't really had a migraine like I did before since. And I remember going 1 month without it. I was like, for financial reasons in 24. And I'm like, oh, it'll be fine. Just 1 month of not taking it. Absolutely not. My son, my high schooler that just graduate, he's like, Mom, you're so much nicer. And I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, because I was hurting. I was cranky. And I was moody, I was snappy, I had headaches, I was cramping, like I was not a happy mom. And so
So
that could
crazy
be
that
why.
like goes
It,
together too. It's like
it's like it all ties together.
who
And
thinks that
now,
gut health supplements are going to make you a happier, nicer mom? You're like, oh, I thought I was
who
going to like
knew?
lose a few pounds and
Right.
go and
And
poop
I've
better.
taken probiotic before, but I never really noticed a difference. I didn't know you're supposed to notice a difference when you take
Right.
supplements. And so yeah, my kids, that's probably why I enjoy this age group now, because I can actually enjoy them and be happy versus so stressed out and so like yelling, and they just got on my nerves at that age because I was hurting. I was struggling.
And
So
haven't
I will
you
never.
had a hysterectomy since, did you have a
I had a
hysterectomy?
hysterectomy last a year ago this month, last July. I still have my ovaries. So I mean I still ovulate and
Like
stuff, but
hormones.
it
Yeah.
doesn't I don't have any issues.
But you
And
like
I can drink
breezed
milk.
through all of
I
that.
can drink milk and
That's crazy.
I have no issues with milk,
I
dairy anymore.
actually today I have a patient, a little boy with severe allergies that cannot have dairy, tree nuts, cannot have
It's
gluten and
crazy.
all
It's
kinds of things. And I'm like, you have to let me help him because I have so many friends that like that's another thing. Who would have thought that taking Plexus supplements would help you with
yeah.
all your food
Well,
allergies, but that's a
I'm
big
gonna
one.
say this. I had a colonoscopy, and I was told I had a colon of a teenager at 42.
Somebody put that on a t-shirt, Candace.
Colon of a teenager.
Wait, if you don't post that
So
tomorrow,
anyway,
I'm never gonna talk to you again. I need that as a post at 8 a.m. tomorrow that says, I got the colon of a teenager. That's all I'm saying. I love it. That
I'm
colon
just
is
letting y'all know.
looking
And I was
healthy.
like, "Thank you, that's Plexus."
Thank you. You should have
So that's my story, and that's why.
handed him a card and said like, well, there's this thing about Plexus and my colon is immaculate. I love that. That's hardcore proof right there. I love it,
Yeah.
Candace, and we're so happy that you're here and you're migraine free, and that's just absolutely incredible. That's another like the PMS thing is wild to me because that happened to me too, and
Yeah.
I literally started looking up. I'm like, wait a minute. Are there people in this world who don't have PMS? What is this? And then I'm like reading all this,
Right.
like
Well,
PMS is not normal. It's not normal.
and that's what my doctor told me. Like, it's part of being a woman, getting the headaches and stuff like that. Just, I'm sorry you have to deal with it. No, sir, I don't.
Yeah, no, sir. No,
But
we don't.
I always said, like, the PMS, like, I could deal with it, but to never have the migraine that I had before, I will never not take these supplements. And the
Wow.
armor, if you're not taking armor, you have
It's
to take
good.
it.
It's
Oh
good.
my God. It's
Yeah,
really
it's
good.
amazing. That's a new one that we just got started with. Well, I love that,
Hmm.
Candace. Amazing, amazing. Let's hear from Rayanne because she has been on the products not as long as me and Candace. And so like we're kind of going in order of like, we have some newer girls and I'm so excited to hear from Rayanne. She's got three under three. So she's dealing with small kids and momming. So we're excited to hear your testimony, sister.
Hi, friends. If you don't know me, my name's Rayanne. Like Jess just said, I am a mom of three. I have a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 10-month-old. I joined Plexus back in February, I want to say. Yeah, it's February. So I'm going on 7 months now. The reason I decided to make the change was with my second pregnancy, I struggled really, really bad with severe postpartum depression. It was pretty debilitating. And then 7 months into my postpartum journey, I found out I was pregnant with my third baby. So it kind of led into prenatal depression and just a lot. It was just a lot. It was a very hard time in my life. And then I had the baby and I was like, okay, I need to make a change. So I didn't breastfeed, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna get back on my Adderall. I'm gonna get back on. Like I was on Zoloft all my pregnancies, and each pregnancy, my OB kept saying, "Let's go up in milligrams," because I kept feeling crazier and crazier and crazier. So I was on like 250 milligrams of Zoloft at the time, taking my Adderall every morning. And I was just like, I have got to make a change because I cannot do, I'm a stay at home mom. So I was like, I have to make a change because I can't do this full time. So I had a few friends on social media that were talking about Plexus, but I just didn't have any desire for it. And then my friend Tiffany Bennett, I don't think she's on my call, but my ambassador Tiffany, I noticed I could just see like a change. She would make these posts and it was like a 360, like night and day. Like you could just see the glow radiating from her. And I was like, okay, what are you doing? Like, I need to know. I was doing a GLP-1 shot, semaglutide, made me feel completely terrible. I was throwing up every morning, like to the point where I thought I was pregnant again because of my symptoms. So stressed. So I was like, okay, this isn't working. So I messaged Tiffany and I was like, what are you doing? Like, I just need to know. And she was like, oh, I'm doing Plexus. I'm doing gut health, the pink drink. Let me send it to you. And I was like, okay, send it to me. I'm going to order it all right now. Like, I don't even care. And I told her, I said, don't even convince me to sell this stuff because I'm not doing it. I just want to try it out. Like, I don't want to be a part of this. I just want to see if I feel better. And fast forward to 7 months now, y'all, I am completely off my Adderall. I haven't taken my stimulant in probably 4 months now. I take just Plexus Edge. I haven't had a coffee in over 3 months. All I drink is active. Like I'm a strictly active girly. So I take my Edge in the morning, my active. I've been on the GLP-1 for 3 months now, the combo with the gut health. And I just feel it's like crazy to say, but I feel like felt like a zombie trapped inside my own body. And I just feel like a whole new woman. Like my mental, like I wake up every day enjoying my kids. Like there was a while where I literally couldn't even, y'all, I was like dreading getting out of bed. Like wasn't brushing my teeth. I wasn't showering. Like my husband was like, we need to get you some help. So Plexus has since then changed my life and I will never go back. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. And I just love it. And I love the community. I love the girls. I love the team. I just
No.
all around just so happy with our wellness.
Love it. I know. I think there's so many moms struggling, and that's why I continue to like, I'm like, it seems like I'm that person who's like, just keep sharing, just keep talking about it. But I truly, truly know that there are women
Yes.
postpartum who are in this like slump, depression. It crushes me
I
to
and
like
I
even
thought for so
ever.
long that this was normal. I was like, am I
Mhm,
really gonna feel this way the rest of my life? Like
mhm.
I don't even enjoy being with my babies, like my fresh
Yeah,
newborn. I was like,
it's
I want
scary.
to get away from her. It's scary. Like it was debilitating.
Yeah, and I think
So
not enough women talk about it too
they
because it's
don't.
like
It's
shameful to
lonely.
feel, you're supposed to feel. I think you see people, and especially on social media, you see women who
Hmm.
are like, oh, and they're like floating around and they're in love with their babies and everything is, butterflies and roses. And I didn't
Yeah.
have butterflies and roses either when I was
No.
postpartum. I had postpartum depression as well, and it feels like something's wrong with you. It feels like it just feels so scary. And
Hmm.
there's such a connection between your hormones and your hormones being totally out of whack postpartum and your blood sugar balance and your gut health. And it just, I mean, it's crazy. You have all this trauma to your
Crazy.
pelvic
And just
floor and all
within
this stuff.
I started my gut health in February, and just within 2 weeks, I had started noticing a mental change. Like, just like, oh, wow, like I can think clearer. Like, I have like a
Yes.
vision. Like, I don't feel like a clouded zombie in my brain. It was a crazy feeling.
Yes. Your
But,
serotonin is made in your gut. 80% of your serotonin is actually made in your
and
gut.
and nobody taught, no
I know.
doctor has ever told me that. So I'm like, oh, this
Your
makes sense now.
doctor, Jessica Gunning, is here to tell you. Oh my gosh, I love it, Rayanne. That makes me so happy. Um, okay, we have another postpartum mama, Caitlin, and she's been on the products a few years though, and she started taking the products. I think she's been on for 3 years, she said, and she took them through her pregnancy. So I love that we have that kind of aspect of, that she has been taking them and now she is postpartum. So go ahead, girl.
All right, I'm Caitlin, if no one knows that. So I started this journey about 3.5 years ago. I had never even heard of it. I was working at a wellness spa, like part-time job while I was in nurse practitioner school. And the girl I was working with quite a bit, I just saw her with a cute little cup with a pink drink, and I was like, I didn't really ask too many questions. I just noticed it like pretty much every day when I worked with her. And then we kind of just got to know each other, and we talked about our bowel habits, and I was like, yeah, I'm always constipated. I've been like that ever since like after high school, and bloated, and stomach hurts a lot after I eat. So she was like, oh my gosh, you've got to try this. Like, it changed my life. Makes me feel so much better, makes me have regular bowel movements, all that. So I was like, okay, sure, why not? What could it hurt? I thought it was just like going to be another probiotic. So, um, also during this time, I just had my second pregnancy loss. So, my first loss was a few months before that, just miscarriage at 6 weeks. I honestly just thought at the time, like, I was unlucky. You know, you hear about your first pregnancy, like 1 in 4 lose a baby, possibly. So I was just like, well, I'm just unlucky. Maybe it'll happen next time. So a few months later after that, this is actually around the same time I was working with this girl at the wellness spa. Um, Very traumatic. I had another loss, but it was an ectopic pregnancy. My left tube ruptured, and I had to have emergency surgery. The lowest point in my entire life. I'm getting emotional about it. Just thinking about it, just because it was so traumatic for me, and I was scared. That was the first like surgery I've ever had in my life. I was so scared. And after that, my OB was like, nothing was wrong, like, because she saw me during surgery, like everything, my uterus, tubes, all that. It's like, nothing was wrong with you. Like, you look perfect. So I'm like, what's wrong with? So I thought, what is wrong with me? Something's wrong with my body. I'm just not. Maybe I'm just not meant to be a mom, or like, am I ever gonna have kids for myself? And I saw everyone, all my like my sister, friends, they all had beautiful babies and could get pregnant, and like, what's wrong with me? So it was a really low point in my life, and I was about to graduate in nurse practitioner school. So I just tried to like not think about it and just prayed about it, like maybe it'll happen one day, and a few months later or whatever. So then I was just focusing on my career. I passed my boards and try to find a nurse practitioner job. So then, oh yeah, and sorry, I'm like rambling. But around that time, I started Plexus after the ectopic pregnancy. So on honestly, I mean, yeah, it helped me go to the bathroom and all that, but I had no idea what I was in for. Like, completely life changing. A few months after that, I got pregnant, and it was an intrauterine pregnancy. So I just cried tears of joy that, oh my God, like, this is actually happening. Like, I'm not having another loss or another tubal, which I was at risk for in the future. So, yeah, and beautiful baby boy. We had a beautiful pregnancy. I took Plexus all throughout pregnancy. Then I actually found out I was pregnant again last summer. It was meant to be like, we had thought like maybe another year from now, but we love her to death. We had a beautiful baby girl in March, so like 4 months ago, basically. And I took Plexus all throughout her pregnancy, or the pregnancy with her, and still postpartum. So it really changed my life. Like, I had no idea how much, like, just inflammation and stress and anxiety I was having for like a long time. And I mean, I was healthy. Like, I didn't take medicines. I was a pretty much average weight, had a normal diet basically. So I had no idea. And I just thought something was wrong with me, honestly. So it completely changed my life.
Oh my God, I love that so much. And your babies are so precious. And truly, we have had so many. I probably like list out everyone who has had pink drink babies. And it really is like when your gut health is better, when your blood sugar is balanced, your hormones are balanced, your body is just healthier and happier. And we have a lot of actually my upline Bethany is she just had her seventh baby. I'm always like, and her sister has five. And there's a lot of people in Plexus who have like 10 to 12 kids. And I'm always like, man, that pink drink, that'll keep you fertile. I tell you what, who knew? And some people are like, whoa, I don't need to be extra fertile. But I mean, when your body is healthy, I love that. And I mean, it's crazy that it's just so tied to like your mental health too, because it's scary to think, women go through miscarriages and all this stuff. And then there's this postpartum, but you were on the product. So it's like, I'm sure that helped you so much. Like postpartum, you didn't have all those like feelings and all of that, like extra
Right.
anxiety, stress, and
Yeah. And I did have really bad postpartum depression with my son. And I was still taking Plexus, but I felt like I just maybe needed more and just thought that was normal to get on Zoloft. So I was on it. And I still took it throughout the pregnancy with my daughter. And I
mhm,
did just successfully get off of it like 2 months ago. So, and I feel great. I started Vital Biome because I heard
yes,
Caitlin starting it with her kids. So, and I feel great having two kids. So,
amazing. That's amazing. I didn't know that. I'll be looking for that post soon too. I know that's kind of fresh and new. That's amazing. That's a huge testimony. I love that. Okay, we're just rolling. So we got to squeeze in one more. Kristen, who is also very new to Plexus. I'm so excited to hear this because I feel like I don't quite know her story yet but I see you glowing, girl. I already see the glow. I see the fresh face. I've seen it on post. I'm like, oh, we love a new glowing girl. So go ahead, girl.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kristen. And yeah, like Jessica said, I'm very new. I've only been on the products for about a month now. I actually think my next subscription order is going to be delivered tomorrow. So probably like right at exactly a month. But yeah, so I started Plexus for a lot of reasons. Leah is my upline. So she has been like a sister to me really growing up. She was my older sister's best friend. And I started seeing Leah post about Plexus. And really, I just loved her posts. She's always just so funny on her posts, and I loved watching them. But also, I just like some of the other girls said, like I could just tell a difference in her personality, and like her face was just glowing, and I noticed like the less bloat, and I'm like, man, like maybe I really need to look into this because I have struggled my entire life, probably since I was around 10 years old, with gut problems from across the board, from constipation to diarrhea to like just, it was so horrible to where like I wouldn't even leave my house because I was just so scared my stomach was going to get upset and I was just not going to be a fun person to be around. Um, so, I've always just went to so many doctors, so many colonoscopies, endoscopies. I went to like holistic doctors. I've tried different diets. I've tried so much. I've tried a lot of stuff. All for doctors usually to tell me you need to drink more water or you need to eat more fiber or well, you just need to change your diet and you'll feel so much better. Or, well, you just need to take probiotics and you'll be fine. And nothing ever would help. I always felt miserable. Um, and so I did start like working out and stuff, and that worked for a little while, but like I don't know, just things just kind of added up. My bloating was horrible, couldn't get rid of it. I also like I think it was about a year and a half ago, my doctor did some blood work cuz I had really bad PMS symptoms, so they did some blood work and they said I was borderline pre-diabetic. And that I needed to do something before it got out of control. And I changed the diet. I took sugar out my diet. I did all the things and I could not lose weight. I was still having horrible PMS symptoms. And I was literally at this point, I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe this is just normal. Like this is just how I'm gonna be, and I'm just gonna have to figure out how to live with it. But once I seen Leah start posting about stuff, I'm like, what could it hurt? Like it's either gonna work, and be amazing, or it's just not going to work like everything else. Like, what's the, like, either I pay 100 and something dollars to go to another doctor and start new medicine, or I try this. Like, what's the difference? And Leah's saying it's working good. I trust Leah. Like, I'll do it. So I started taking these products and truly, truly have noticed so much difference. I had no idea. Like, I had somewhat of an idea about gut health. Like, I've done a lot of research. It's been a problem my whole life. But like my sleep, even like that was the first thing I noticed within the first 2 weeks. Like, I used to have to take at least one melatonin a night plus magnesium. Most of the time I'd have to take two melatonin to actually go to sleep, but then I would wake up and I would still be so exhausted. I would drink energy drinks throughout the day just to get through the day. And I have a 4-year-old. So like she expects mommy to be ready to play. And when I would get home, I would just be so exhausted. I'm like, I can't do this. So that was really the first thing that I noticed was just my sleep got so much better, which in turn, like I had more energy throughout the day. I was in a better mood and I wasn't so snappy because I mean, she's 4 and I would just lose my patience so fast because I'd be so tired. But so that was really the first thing I noticed. Then I started noticing my skin, which I posted today if anyone follows me. So I would literally wake up every single day, regardless, like if I was on a friend's trip, if I was on a family vacation, immediately no one's seeing my face without makeup on it. Like, because I had so much red inflammation, acne, it was so bad. But now, ever since I started taking Plexus, my skin is so much nicer. It's just, I mean, right now it's a little red because I just washed it, but like, it's so calm. Like, I'm more confident to just not wear makeup. And I'm not sitting there like, oh my God, everyone's looking at my face, because that's literally how I would feel. But so much better with that. And then honestly, just my husband even noticed the other day, he was like, you've been so much happier. Like, you're just in such a great mood. Like, not that I'm a mean person, because everyone will tell you I'm just the nicest person you'll ever meet, because I'm always ready to help. I'm so sweet. And that's just what people tell me. But my husband's like, Kristen, you're like not mad about little things and I can just handle it. It's been really nice. And I'm so early on in taking the product, so I'm really excited to see, just listening to everyone else, how great these products worked. I'm super excited to see it help my gut health even more. So already I find it different, like a difference in like going to the bathroom normally, which is so funny. And I'm gonna like kick myself for saying this out loud to everyone, but like I literally had to ask my mom, like, is this normal? Is this like how normal people like go to the bathroom? Because like I've never been like this before. And I felt so silly. And she had to laugh at me. And I'm like, no, really, like my whole life, like this is not me. And my mom's like, no, that's how it's supposed to be. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I guess it's working. But
And
and
that
I
was
take
1 month. That is
I know.
absolutely like I can't. I don't even know how I'm gonna go to sleep at night. I'm so excited right now
I
because
know.
5 years in, and I think then that's why I love hearing. I love hearing new testimonies, and I love thinking because I've been feeling so good for so long. I almost forget that 5 years ago I'd go to a restaurant and I would get like bubble guts after like you go
Yes.
eat something different or you go out of town and you like, but like my stomach is happy all the time. We literally like I think we take it for granted, or we a lot of us have been taking the product for so long and we're like, oh yeah, we used to like all have weird IBS, constipation, this and that, and like no, not anymore. We're just
Yeah.
eating our little ice cream. Don't tell nobody. I love that you're noticing the skin health too. So it's so crazy because I think that's like people don't realize how much that is all tied in. It's like the PMS issues, the skin issues, the gut issues are literally all tied in together. So once you and the gut is the root cause of all of that. So once you start
Mhm.
balancing the good gut bacteria and the bad gut bacteria and you get the bad out, like everything looks better. All of our hair looks so much better. Like, and we really do like we have totally different personalities now. Like it's so wild. I would, if you would have told me 5 years ago that I was, yeah, the bubbly, nice person that I am, they'd be like, No, Jessica's miserable. But I was miserable because I was tired, just like you. It's like you're miserable because you're running to the bathroom after every meal and you like your stomach hurts all the time. That would make anybody
Yeah.
miserable. So I love that. I appreciate all of y'all for telling your stories and being on here. And I know this is going to inspire some people and this is going to help some people. And that's what we're here for. So I appreciate all of y'all. I know everybody's ready to go to bed. So thank you for being on tonight, girls. Love y'all. Bye.